During Wednesday's class, you guys pointed out that you thought there were some significant problems with the discussion boards on Blackboard, and they were really hampering your proceeding. I think there might be a way around it. I just wanted to record this video for you to see if this really gets around it. What you're looking at is my PC. I'm on Blackboard. You can see over here I am in our course. You can also see this is the professor's view, because control panel is something that you down here on the left corner where I'm moving the cursor is something that you guys don't have. But for me to get it to look the way it does for you guys, which is what I want to do, I have to put the edit mode off, because you guys can't edit the course. I can. So I just turned it off, and now you see something that probably looks a little bit more like what happens when you guys go into assignments. Sorry, into discussions. We're in discussions. Okay, I'll wake up. In discussions, this is kind of the view that you get. Let me now open the window the whole way, and now we're going to look at the initial thoughts. Although it's kind of funny that I can still delete the forum. That happens from time to time. But let me go into the forum, the particular discussion forum, the discussion board, whatever we're going to call these things. Now, you guys were pointing out, if you take a look at the view that we have right now, you're wondering, what the heck is everybody saying? How can I read everybody's thing, and how can I post comments to it in any way other than sitting down and looking at it? In addition to which, one of the guys in the class, I think it was Nelson, mentioned that he had saved the draft and couldn't find it again, which poses a small problem if you want to go back and edit it and post it. Now, what I discovered, though, is that if you click over here on this one, and look, notice it's still telling me I can grade the form, but over here you see this collect button. If you hit the collect button, take a look at what happens. All of a sudden, you see all of everybody's. I'll try to speak in English. Everybody's comments here. Somebody actually agreed with Anna on something. Okay, Andre, don't agree with people on this. Agreement, we're assuming if you put nothing up, you don't disagree. If you think there's a problem with something that somebody's saying, and please, let's keep it civil. But if you notice, you can just scroll down here, scroll down, you can reply, and the other thing is that you can actually mark various ones. And I think you can go back to, we'll see if you can go back to it later. Let's say I just mark those three. Okay, now let's go back, and I think you can actually, I thought you could print it. I thought there was a button somewhere when I was looking at this before to print it. So notice we marked some of them. Oh, there's a print, yeah, right up there, over up the upper left is print preview, so you can look at it as if you were going to print the thing. And right from there, okay, you see it actually will print it if you want to, print out everybody's stuff. Or wait a second, it might have just printed the three. Let me do that again. Remember, I selected three. Let's see what it told us. Well, let's kill the print box right now, but let's see. Now, printing all of them, okay. But this way, if you want to print it out and read it on the run and come back, you can do that. But notice, you can go through actually and see these things. Let me just make sure I have something selected. Yeah, I did. No, they're still selected. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, so that was, we saw print preview. We can order the things descending, ascending. Don't know what the filter does, but let's click on it. Okay, we can, we can just show the drafts. Now, I'm not going to be able to see other people's drafts, but I should be able to see my own. Let me select that one a second, and let's go and see. What I should get is, I notice I actually put up a test. So you actually can do that. I don't need to sort descending, but I do need to change the filter back to everything. Show all, so again, everything back. And let me see, it should still be marked. Let me see if the ones that I had marked are still marked. Are there any check boxes? Are you guys getting dizzy yet? Okay, so once I changed this filter, it got rid of the check marks, it looks like. But let me take the first three. The first one is my draft. Oh, that's interesting. The next one is Anna smoking pot. No, she's talking about whether she thinks we should make it legal or not. Anna, you know, you've had me before. I apologize for being a wise guy. And let me get the next one, and let me get Andre's, his agreement. But he now knows that I'm going to hold him in low esteem if he agrees with people. Yes, this is philosophy. We're trying to have some discussion, some intellectual stimulation. Okay, so I printed. I clicked on those, and now the only question is, how do we get back to, we can sort it by author's last name, first name, subject, thread order. Now the one thing that I'm looking for is, now that I got myself all the way the heck over here into this, but notice it says collection up here. This is the thing they call breadcrumbs up here on the top line. Okay, so that's collection. I think if I want to go back, I can hit the back button, but even better in Blackboard, if I collect forum, initial thoughts on the ethical problems issues. Oh, sorry, I hit the wrong button. That's why I did that. Let's see where it takes us. It takes us back here. And unfortunately, well, maybe, no, maybe it is. Let me find, Anna's is no longer checked off. So it doesn't hold the check, but at least this way you can read the ones that you want and go back through them, or even right from there, notice. In fact, let's go back into that view. We're going to go to collect. Yeah. Oh, I have to, which one am I going to collect? I'm checking the box on that status line, checks them all, so I'm going to collect all of them. If there are particular people you want to start arguments with, I guess you can pick out their postings. And there we go. So you can read all of them, and you can read all the threads. I think there's actually a view also. I think we're in a list view. If we go back to using the breadcrumbs thing, initial thoughts. Okay, this was the list view. Let's do it as on a tree view. Okay, the ones with pluses, although I think Anna should have had a plus there, but maybe, we can, I think we can expand all if we want to see all of them. Expand all. Now and let's see what happens now if I click on all of them and collect all of them. So right from here, I think this addresses your complaints, which would have been reasonable, had you'd seen this. Now if you look at it and you tell me it's still a problem, you'll have to explain to me what the problem is. But you can actually see what the postings are, and you can read the stuff. And I think also, to answer the question of whomever it was that had it, you can actually find your drafts again, because you have to go over here, and when you're in it, I guess you have to go into the collect mode. There's got to be, let's go back to list. There's got to be something over here that lets us actually go through. Okay, display. So if we go back, if we go into the list view and we display, and we can display show all, published only. So if you show all, you should be able to see your drafts, and if you just want to see your drafts only. If something's unavailable, locked, I'm not quite sure what those do, but I think this addresses your initial problem. So I'm going to leave us here. I'm going to post this video up on YouTube, and I'll give you a link so you guys can look at it and tell me if it works, and if you're a little bit happier with being able to use this as sort of a bulletin board.